This episode is proudly brought to you by Studio Headphones. Studio want to revolutionize the way people see headphones as not just a tech device, but also a fashionable accessory. Studio are offering 15% off any purchases by using the code QUESTION, that's QUESTION, at checkout. And the best part, you'll get free international shipping. Check out their collection of headphones at studio.com. Remember to use the code QUESTION at checkout for 15% off your order. Hello and welcome to the Questionnaires podcast, where each week we source the best questions from Yahoo Answers and attempt to provide the best advice from...
Does anyone else kind of wish cloaks were still in fashion?
To...
Why haven't we bred a dog big enough to ride into battle like a horse?
We're here to prove that every question deserves an answer. Joined with me this week, as always, is Marcus.
Hi.
And Damien.
Man's best friend becomes man's best weapon.
Oh, imagine.
Can't you ride like a Doberman? Hello, Tom. Can't you ride a Doberman into battle?
Like a
I
Great Dane?
don't think dogs' hips are load-bearing in that regard.
They're not load-bearing
But
hips.
what's wrong with a horse, Marcus?
I don't know. They poop a lot?
Yeah, maybe.
That's true.
There's
I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with horses.
you know
There's a
what-
lot wrong with horse people.
Yeah, that's what I was
think.
going to say.
Yeah.
The problem with horses is
Yeah.
their admirers are always a little bit on the weird
And I don't
side.
want to say it, but horse girls.
Yeah.
I feel like it's horse girls.
I don't know if I've said this
I
story.
don't know many horse boys.
But there's a girl I used to go to primary school with who used to love horses.
Yeah.
Love them, in fact,
Yeah.
that she would run like a gallop.
Oh, yeah, dude. There's so many people.
Like she would run like a gallop. And there were a couple of times that I saw her eating grass.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
That's weird. So that's...
And
Okay.
that's a horse lover.
When it came to
horse girls.
athletics day, was she doing the 100-meter sprint as a horse?
No, I think
Okay.
it was more of a case of I'm just gonna get, like, it was in primary school.
Yeah.
Have you
I'm
seen-
just gonna get around, and she'll just gallop.
Have you seen this video of the girl walking
I have
like a
seen
horse?
this video.
That's just all I think of.
I haven't seen that. So
Yeah.
this
Dude,
girl is
she's-
just walking on all fours.
She's not just walking, dude. She's like, look at this. There's a camera coming from the back. It's like, what is that figure walking up?
Oh my
She's
God.
trotting like a horse.
She's trotting like a horse.
Look at her go. She looks
My
like
God.
she looks like bad CGI.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's-
and she's galloping and everything.
Later in the video, Marcus, she does show jumps and like clears complete benches. I'm not even joking.
There's a dog trying to chase her there as well.
Look,
like,
that's the problem with horses. Okay,
Effect on
horses
people?
completely fine.
horses are fine.
Horse
It's people that love horses. I don't know what it is about them.
Yeah, I
they
don't
make
know.
people a little bit cuckoo.
So let's make the big dogs happen. Let's make the big dogs
Because
happen.
nobody hates dog lovers.
That's true. No dog lover has ever done anything wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoops. How are we going anyway? Are we ready to answer some questions?
Man, how did you guys do with the heat today?
Oh, yeah, it was hot.
It was
man, it's a hot one.
stifling hot. You know what the worst part about like really hot weather? So it was actually 40 degrees today. For those
Yeah.
of you,
Yeah.
40 degrees Celsius in Melbourne. And what the worst part is about the heat in my life, it's not even that bad. My office sort of tries to overcompensate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So inside was a fridge, outside was an oven.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I didn't dress for the fridge, I dressed for the oven.
Yeah, right. So,
And so I was freezing
you
inside.
were covered in, you
was-
came pre-glazed,
Yeah.
ready for the oven.
Yeah, ready for the oven.
Yeah.
And then I walk in there and I'm like, I got like icicles coming off my nipples sort of thing. It
that's
was
terrible.
freezing.
That's terrible.
I had the opposite problem. No, a similar problem with the heat.
Yeah.
But it was because I've started rehab for my shoulder now.
Right.
So I went to a physio and she's running me through exercises and that type of thing.
Yep.
So you got to pop the shirt off.
Yeah.
Not by choice.
Yeah, right.
All right.
I mean, she's like, I feel privileged that you are popping the shirt off. It's just
thank
part
you.
of my job, though.
The physio actually did say to me, she's like, I'm upset because, Da Vinci isn't here to capture this in all its intricacies
It's
in
true,
your
yeah. All its
body.
glory, yeah.
But, so I had to pop the shirt off, right? And I was doing a bunch of exercises. And at the end of the...
I thought you were doing like push-ups before. Gotta get
Gotta impress her.
pecs popping.
No, so what happened was they had the aircon cranked up so like ridiculous in there.
Yep.
And I didn't realize that during my exercises, she was taking pictures of me doing the exercises, right?
Sneakily.
So at the
What was that flash?
uploading it to our cringe on Reddit. But so what happened was at the end of the session, she said, I'm going to send you all the exercises you did now. So when you get home,
Yeah.
you know what to do, blah, blah, blah. She's like, it's got pictures and everything. I didn't realize when she said it's got pictures, the pictures were of me.
Whoa.
So it's all these exercises, like
Of you
the
topless?
instructions, but me topless doing these
like,
exercises.
oh, wow,
fighters.
this guy looks like me.
Yeah.
Because the aircon, it was so cold in there.
Hit
I
diamond
am
cutters.
rocking
Diamond cutters.
two little Pinocchios. Like
Nipple.
if I was wearing a t-shirt, you'd think I'm smuggling raisins. Like
Yeah.
I am just rock hard nipple wise.
There's like a deodorant commercial. Or no, it's like a chewing gum
That was
commercial.
Lynx, wasn't it?
Probably
Nah, it was chewing gum.
It was
You're
chewing-
right.
and
It was
he- and
extra.
The guy has like nipples that are like fingers, and there's a part where he like hangs his sunglasses on it. Like
I could have done
you
that.
could have done that.
And the
next
funniest
level.
I'm
part
pretty, sure,
is,
I'm pretty sure that ad's banned.
Yeah, it should be because it's too weird. Freaks
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
out.
I want
people
these
out.
pictures to be banned because as I was scrolling through them, it just looked like, do you know how
They're getting harder and harder.
like Pinocchio's nose that were growing?
The last photo was just like taken over by nipple. All it was nipple.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, it was more like, do you know like when firefighters have like this, like a sexy calendar?
Yeah.
It was just like the saddest version of that. And
With
it's just
no
like, why
dogs.
does Mr. January look so sad? Oh no, Mr. February looks even sadder. It's like scrolling through these photos.
Wow.
Me
Now he's
wincing
shivering,
me wincing in pain and being freezing while doing these exercises.
stretching his arm over his head.
By December, it was all over.
Oh,
That was it.
That's
was
too
a bad
much.
time.
It's too much for one man to handle.
It
I feel.
is.
Well, look, I'm sorry, Damien. I hope
It's fine.
Is the temperature okay in here?
Yeah, it's fine. It's
All right,
beautiful.
good.
Nipples are soft.
That's good. That's all we want to hear. Nipples are soft. We're ready to answer
That
some
is
questions.
that's a litmus test. Or
Nipples
should
are
I say,
soft. Answering questions.
You know when they like
it's
wait.
the titmus test.
You know when they wait for like if you're working a trade job, it's like if it hits 35 degrees, you get heated off.
Yeah.
Once the nipples are soft, we start recording.
We
My
start
boss walks
recording.
up to me and tries to hang her keys on the nipples.
And if it doesn't hang, then you work.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're ready to answer some questions from Yahoo Answers. We
Sure.
do that each and every week.
Yep.
We choose some questions that we find, try to provide some advice to these people.
Yep.
The other thing we do is we choose a theme for each week to name the askers of the question. And whose theme is it?
Mine.
Marcus's.
It's my theme this week.
All right.
And today was a very special day in, I think, Damien and my cultural background, okay?
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
We're Italians.
Yes.
Okay. So
I
just,
think we've established that on this
right.
podcast.
well,
so
we
that's
are,
fine.
Mamma
for those who
mia.
don't know. And on this day in 1978, I believe, the famous movie Rocky
Oh.
was released. It introduced the world to the Italian stallion.
Yeah, of course. Of
That
course.
is
Rocky Balboa.
Sly
Stallone,
Stallone.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I want to name our question askers after your favorite Sly Stallone movies.
Okay.
Perfect. Can I go first?
You can go first.
I love this movie of Sly Stallone. This one's going to come from Daylight.
Daylight.
Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of Daylight.
I don't know Daylight.
Daylight is about some bombs or something happens in like an underground tunnel that goes underneath a river.
Yeah.
And basically the people get stuck in the tunnel in this. Just imagine getting stuck in the
Burnley Tunnel.
Burnley Tunnel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sly Stallone has to come in from outside to save everyone out.
Ooh.
And he comes in through this fan and he comes down there and he's like, we're going to save you. Anyway, fantastic movie. So good. So Daylight.
All right.
Daylight.
This has come from Daylight. He writes in, what should I do? So I audition. Should I do this in a Sly Stallone voice?
Let's not. No one's going to understand
Let's
it.
not. So I auditioned for this play and I got the role that I really don't like, as the character doesn't have much depth. We've only had a few rehearsals, but I have some social anxiety and it's scary performing scenes in front of the cast during rehearsals. And the teacher often puts actors on the spot by asking questions for everyone else to hear. I feel like whenever she asks me something, I embarrass myself by saying something stupid, and sometimes I get worried that she'll tell me to do something and I won't quite understand what she means, and I'll embarrass myself more. Actors are judgmental, and some of them are my friends, but I don't want anyone to think I'm weird or slow or incompetent. One of the reasons why I wanted to be in this play was to reduce my social anxiety and to make friends. I just don't know if I'll grow to like this experience, or if the last few rehearsals, keep in mind that I had my role, being miserable are any indication. I don't know if I should stick with the play and just make the most of it while balancing everything else in my life, or if I should drop it and try to help out with it in other ways if the teacher doesn't make it awkward. What should I do? Daylight.
I wish
Daylight.
they said what role it was.
Yes.
I think from a
It was a tree.
here's a tree, yeah.
Background tree.
Not much depth.
Yeah.
There's no depth to this tree.
I will say, like, being in high school around people who are in theatre,
Yep.
and as a result of like getting to go to those theatre parties,
Right.
Theatre kids like to get weird in the best way.
Oh, for sure.
Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
love to party
They
up.
do. They do.
they're-
I will say that.
They like the weird parties. They're just like getting weird.
No, I'm not weird parties. Like you're making it sound like
No,
eyes
it's
like
not that
shot
bad.
parties.
No,
Yeah, yeah,
wearing
yeah.
masks.
Yeah.
and-
But they do weirder things in high school times. I think if you go a bit older, it's just like you
When I
realize.
say
it's
weird,
fun.
I mean like they like to get turned,
Yeah.
as the kids say.
Yeah, at like the after party of like the musical.
Yeah.
You know, they've been working. They're teenagers. They've been
They've been working hard for the money.
They've been close.
Not money, but
there might have been scenes where the people are holding hands, Marcus, and like 3 months of rehearsing,
Sexual tension.
having to hold hands with someone.
And they end up putting a show on stage and off stage.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's like truth to art right
Yeah.
there. So this happens.
Yeah. So why did you bring up the turning of
Did you ever go to a turn, like musical
I
after
went to
party?
like heaps of them.
Yeah.
They're the ones just like, you want to go to a formal after party or do you
Yeah.
want to go to Guys and Dolls after party?
Give me the guys and dolls
right.
after party any day
And
of the
Damon's
week.
like, like be a lady tonight.
Some of our formals were so bad. Okay, just
Yeah.
to illustrate to you why
Yeah.
I don't like formals very much.
You're also 29. You're like,
yes.
you're not
Why don't you stop letting me in?
Because I go to jail.
Yeah.
Why can't I come in, sir?
But I guess for those who maybe outside Australia, a formal is just like a dance. That's all it is.
Yeah.
We went to a formal. We had an after party, right? We pre-bought tickets.
Yeah.
We rocked up to the formal and the formal after party, and the guy at the door said, "We're over capacity. You can't get in."
But you bought a ticket.
So they were selling tickets at the door while also pre-selling tickets.
Oh, and then if you hadn't have come at the right time.
So I didn't get in.
Really?
So me and my friends, we all paid money to go to this formal after party. And
Got jibbed.
And we didn't get our money back either.
Did you go to the formal as well?
Yeah, I went to the formal.
Was it your formal or was it?
It was my school's formal.
So it's your school's formal and you can get into your school.
Well, it's the after party. At that stage, it's the school has no say in
true.
that.
It was
That's
always
true.
after party was always organised by the students.
Well, yeah, because I went to an after party of a formal I didn't go to. Like a friend was just
I
like,
did that a few times.
Yeah, like there's this girls' school that had a formal, and
Yeah.
we're gonna meet them. They got a party bus. We're like, all right, yeah, cool, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, we weren't turned down. I was like almost like on the list.
You were welcomed,
It was
yeah.
a party bus, so
Yeah.
it's limited, I
I,
guess.
I think it's just they oversold their tickets.
That's probably what it was.
And the same thing, another thing happened to our school. This happened to a year level, a couple above us.
Yep.
That I heard through the grapevine was a guy was organising a formal, got the money from everybody.
Oh, no.
And then just said
Tempted.
then never organised anything.
Yeah.
And then was just like it got cancelled.
Oh.
And nobody got their money back. I don't know what happened. I don't know how that resolved.
He's in Mexico now with like
He's living up that formal money.
$2,000. He's like, fuck, I could start a life with this money.
He's gone now.
So let's talk about this kid's anxieties
Yeah.
for being on the stage. I mean,
Yeah.
any of you have experience performing?
Yeah.
In primary school, I loved theatre so much. I was in everything.
Yeah.
That's why Damien went to all these like theatre parties because he's like, I could never be on the stage.
Yes.
But the party.
party.
He knew it from a
I'm here
primary
for the
school age.
party.
He knew it from
One of my
primary
biggest
school.
regrets of high school is not doing theatre at all.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I guess by the time I got to year 7, I was so self-conscious and an awkward teenager
Yeah.
that I couldn't think of anything worse than getting
up
on
front,
stage.
yeah.
Whereas in primary school, I was at the forefront out of like a lot of the productions we did. And like a couple of times got voted like the best on stage, like that type of
Oh
stuff.
my God.
That,
But
like
he had accolades.
It's primary school, so
Yeah,
it's
but still,
nothing.
it's still.
But at
Those
the time,
accolades-
You're the
Those
kid that
accolades
didn't
could
piss
lead to
himself, so
something.
you win.
yeah, exactly. You
Yeah.
think I would have been encouraged to do it, but by the time I got to year 7, I was like,
Even we were encouraged. You were just like, nah, I don't want to do it.
I felt too self-conscious. So I get where they're coming from.
Yeah, so it makes sense at that particular age. Marcus,
Yeah.
were you an actor of any sort?
I am not an actor.
You're not?
Never an actor.
And that's not true. I shot a short film that Marcus was the star of.
Were you
You're
Waterman?
selling yourself
Yeah,
short.
I was a waterman.
You're a waterman.
But that being said, I also started a film that Tom was filming as well, and I sucked ass in that.
What film did you make? Let's talk about the films that we cut. Was he a
Yeah.
leading man?
I think you've been in a couple of things.
I've been in a lot of movies, and I'm a bad actor.
Try to remember. There was one I had. It was like I think it was like a year 10 experimental thing, and I had Marcus was walking around a school empty on his own.
Yeah.
and I remember it was like really like deep and like.
I look like a loser.
Yeah,
like-
like,
was it
sitting
like-
on the playground on his own. It was black and white.
It was like Linkin Park playing in the background.
Crawling in my
Yeah,
skin.
crawling, that's it.
And he was like on his own. Like I think it was called Alone.
Yeah, I was alone. I was definitely alone.
No subtext. Just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, Alone.
it is what it is.
And I remember like it would have shots of him walking, and then it would cut to text with a heartbeat, like
Oh my god.
and the text went from like white to red, like it
Yeah.
would fade to red. And
And
I
I
remember
died,
thinking, like,
apparently. It's
fuck, that's-
Well, you die in the end.
I don't know.
I mean, look, the
It's-
subtext was there. It was
yeah.
up to
It was up
interpretation.
for interpretation.
That's dead, man.
I was in that
Yeah.
one. Yep, that was fun.
Otherwise, there's been lots of little things that when we used to make movies as neighbors,
Yeah.
we would just be mucking around. But
Exactly. I was an actor in those films, but that's
Yeah.
I never went on like drama productions. I
you
was
have,
like,
you have some skills. I
I've
guess
got some
Marcus.
acting chops,
Yeah.
apparently.
Hey, the film that you starred in that
Yeah.
we made together.
yeah.
That got shortlisted. It was a finalist.
Yeah, so I've been shortlisted, Tom, as an actor.
It's true. Marcus has obviously got some skills.
Yeah.
but
I've got some chops. I think I'm the reason why we didn't win it.
No, that's not true. Marcus played. We had to make a film So it was hosted by Melbourne Water.
Yeah.
So you had to use you had to make a film based around Melbourne Water.
Yeah.
Make it interesting.
Yeah,
Good luck.
Right? It's hard.
Yeah.
So I ended up making a superhero film called Waterman.
That's right.
Really original.
Yeah.
And Marcus, me and Tom, great cinematic minds.
Yeah, that's it.
Marcus is my go-to.
Yeah.
I understand.
So Marcus was the
your
leading man.
muse. I'm your muse.
You played Waterman.
I recall I wasn't meant to play Waterman. I was meant to play like a villain or something.
That's not true.
And
You
then
were always my
You wrote
Waterman.
the part of Waterman with you in mind.
There was another actor that was going to do one of the other friends that was going to do it, and last minute cancelled. And it's like, Marcus, you want to do it? I'm like, yeah, all right.
I don't recall that.
I'll tell you after.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
Do you
Interesting.
know my one thing as a director?
Yeah.
You're never meant to put your